And you're all very welcome here to Neptune Stadium for the second game in the Hula Hoops Women's National Cup. This time we have Courtyard Liffey Celtics taking on DCU Mercy. And I'm joined here by former Irish international Suzanne Maguire, who is no stranger to DCU Mercy or indeed Courtyard Liffey Celtics.
Hi, how are you?
Good, welcome here. So,
Thank you.
what are your feelings about this? Obviously, last night we saw Ambassador UCC Glanmire book their spot in their fourth consecutive Hula Hoops Cup final when they overcame Singleton Super Value Brunel. What's your call for this game?
This is a tough one. I think, most people would have had Glanmire taking Brunel last night. This one is a little bit closer to call. Both teams are quite evenly matched, with quite a young bench coming behind them. So, I think there are a couple of players either side that will be pivotal for each team, but it is close. I'm going to have to edge DCU here just with experience.
Very good. Well, we're underway here now. Sarah Woods getting that pass off first to Jasmine Wooton. Back with Wooton. And inside to Sarah Fairbanks, who's proving to be quite a crucial scorer for DCU this season so far.
Yeah, and the same, I suppose Emma O'Connor will be the same then for Liffey. So again, when you're looking at matchups, you have Sarah and Emma, both two Americans. Both will be expected to score heavy today, and then we'll both have defensive responsibility. So it's quite a good, while not matching up against each other, but both being critical for each other.
Definitely, yeah. Well, we're just waiting for the ball to come back in here. And as you said, the matchups are pretty interesting indeed. Even Sarah Woods here now, she's quite a pacey guard as well. So the Liffey Celtics will have to keep an eye on her as well. And we're in for the first shot of the game, and it's out and rebounded. So Liffey Celtics in possession here now. And they're calling in Karen Mealy to set things up for them. Out to Alva O'Connor, and it's in for the first score of the game.
Alva is quite good at that. She can step out to 15, 16 feet and hit down a shot. So that's a good start for Alva.
And the first score of the game, with Liffey Celtics now up by 2, as Sarah Woods is looking to get inside. She passes off to Wooton, looking inside. Is it in? No, Aoife McDermott just can't get the break there for that. So Liffey Celtics coming back up the court here now in the hands of Karen Mealy. Of course, we were saying earlier, Sorka Tiernan's going to be a loss there for Liffey Celtics. She's coming back from injury. She should feature, we're hoping, at some stage during the game, but she would have been quite crucial on the point as Aoife McDermott takes the steal, and she's going up to, oh, what a pass. Lovely score there. Aoife McDermott on to Sarah Woods. What a great score.
A great pass. I mean, we know Sarah Woods likes to get out in the break, so no surprise that she's following up behind there for an easy 2.
Yeah, no, great move there now. Neck and neck, we've got Jasmine on looking for the pass. She gets it across to Karen Mealy.
No help defense there at all. That's disappointing from DCU.
Yeah, too easy altogether for Liffey Celtics there to sneak inside. Good pass, so good ball in by Jasmine. And we're at the other end now. Sarah is looking to be causing more trouble down there again. Liffey Celtics keep their hands on that just about. And we're back up to Jasmine Boone. Again, a big player for Liffey Celtics. They'll be looking to her a lot today.
Yeah, Jasmine was very effective playing last year. She was super effective for Waterford Wildcats. Lots of experience. She's very undersized, but plays much taller than her actual height. So again, with Emma, Liffey will be requiring them to put up at least somewhere close to 40 points between the two of them.
Yeah, I'd say she's quite difficult to defend against as well, Jasmine. She just seems to cover every board in the court, really.
She is. She's explosive. She can get up there. She can get after the ball. She's hungry for it. Not afraid of contact. So yeah, really good player.
And we're back in the hands of DCU here. They're looking to try and get inside to draw the games level. Liffey Celtics currently leading 4-2. And Aoife McDermott with the rebound back out there to Sarah Fairbanks. And it's in for 2 for Sarah Fairbanks. So Liffey Celtics coming back up the court in the hands of Anya O'Connor now. She's looking for options there. Karen Mealy setting it up from the top of the point. And Alva O'Connor. Jasmine there on the rebound as well inside, and she's fouled. So she will be going to the free throw line.
And that's what she does really well, as we said. Like, she go after rebounds. She completely plays above her size. Just previous to that, Anya coming off a good pick. Would want to see her posting that up as opposed to stepping out the 15-foot. She needs to make it a little bit easier for herself. For Liffey Celtics, for me, she's a swing player. If she has a big night tonight, along with Jasmine and along with Emma, then it could be Liffey's night, but she's going to have to play well. So they'll be relying on those three from a scoring perspective.
Very good. And Jasmine has just netted the 2 from the free throw. Again, it's still quite tight here. I know there's only a couple of minutes gone in the first quarter, but the teams look fairly evenly matched so far.
It's not a good sign there. Emma's going off holding her shoulder. She's been replaced with Anna Popin into the post, so it's a little bit worrying now for Mark if she's not due to come back.
Yeah, oh, a steal there by Jasmine. Great steal. And a fantastic score. She's a superb finisher. She doesn't seem to notice the pressure at all. So we're back, DCU, trying to set it up again with Jasmine Mouton coming up, driving through. And she just can't get that to drop for her. So Liffey Celtics coming back up the court at pace. And oh, that was easy enough now. DCU were lucky to get away with that there now.
It's twice, 2 or 3 times now where sitting just behind the first line of defense, that the help is not there. Positionally, DCU seems to be out of position.
Yeah.
They'll need to fix that one.
Yeah, in defense, it's Liffey Celtics are finding a few too many holes there. All right, Aoife McDermott there. That took the foul there, going to the basket. So she is now on the free throw line, looking to close that 4-point gap on the scoreboard. We're midway through the first quarter, and it's 8-4, and it's Aoife on the free throw line. Miss there, she'll be looking now to sink the second one.
So the way the defense is matched up here, Anya is taking Sarah Woods, using that bit of length to come off that screen and roll, but how it positions them now is really come a little bit undersized for those defensive rebounds. Maybe what happened there with Aoife, so they'll have to watch that.
Anna Coupin, who's just come on the court, driving through there. She didn't get in though, and it's Sarah Fairbanks coming out of there with the ball for DCU, and over to Sarah Woods, who chances it, but no, rebounded well there by Liffey Celtics, and again they're coming up at speed. Maybe they need to settle a bit there, Suzanne, do you think, and set it up?
They've had 2 really good looks there with open way up to the basket and just haven't been able to convert. You know, at this point now, you kind of want to create that distance with teams, so they're really going to have to be able to take those shots and put them in.
Jasmine trying a 3 there, and it was unsuccessful, so DCU are coming back up the court now to try and set it up. Sarah Fairbanks, again, crucial player. She's passed out to Sarah Woods, back to Fairbanks. It's gone back up to the top of the key to Wooton. Oh, nice score there from Wooton. And back up the court here for Liffey Celtics. There's nothing in this game. We're coming to the halfway mark here, and there's still only 2 points in it. Their 2 teams are quite close. They're nearly still trying to scope each other out a bit. Sarah Fairbanks rebounding well. Coming back up the court with Aoife McDermott. And on to one of the young stars for DCU, Brona Power Cassidy.
Yeah, watch Brona today with DCU winning their under-18 game against Portlaoise. Really nice player.
Nice score from her there as well.
Has length, has range.
And she's just tied the game. But yeah, she's featured on a number of international underage squads as well.
Yeah, absolutely. She played with Maeve Coleman's under 16s in the last Europeans last summer.
Jasmine on the free throw line, and it's in. Liffey Celtics 3 up now thanks to those basket and a 1-pointer from the free throw line from Jasmine. And they're back in possession here again after Kyra Cassidy's shot failed to come off there. And it's a foul. Foul on Karen Mealy.
So Megan Conley's come in, who has a responsibility of probably putting a bit of pressure on Karen, trying to upset the rhythm of the point guard a little bit. And she's quick enough to do that. Just got a little bit too close in that possession.
Definitely a matchup to watch, all right. It'll be an interesting clash of the coaches, really, as well. Suzanne on the sideline, 2 experienced coaches.
Yeah, obviously I played for Mark for 9 years. Technically, he is an excellent coach.
Okay, back in now after that timeout. If you're just joining us, we are on the second game of the Women's Hula Hoops National Cup semi-final between Courtyard Liffey Celtics and DCU Mercy, both looking for a spot in that coveted final in the National Basketball Arena in Tala, where the winner of this game will face Ambassador UCC Glanmire. Turnover there from Aoife McDermott, Liffey Celtics. Karen Mealy happy to pick up that ball, and are they going to convert the possession here? No. Good rebounding there, and a jump ball. So Liffey Celtics are going to be back in possession, inbound from the baseline. And it's Karen Mealy going to do the honours for them. Just waiting for subs to come on. Great to see Sorka Tiernan coming onto the court. Suzanne, you were mentioning there that she's been suffering with injury recently.
Yeah, I understand she's recovering from a stress fracture, so her minutes are being monitored and limited. They were today during the under-18 match and again this evening, so I expect to see her kind of in and out, but no more than probably 12, 13 minutes tonight.
So she's after coming in and replacing Karen Mealy, presumably taking up her mantle at the point, and she's inbounding this ball again after it just got knocked out of play, and straight to Jasmine Boone, who is eyeing up her options around the key. Back out. Oh, nice score there now. Sorka Tiernan making an impression almost immediately.
And that's what she's able to do. She's been very effective for Liffey Celtics this year. She's a really valuable point guard for them, a great underage player, probably one of the best that we have in the country at her age group. So they will be a valuable 12 minutes, I think, keeper in the game.
Well, 3 changes there for DCU Mercy. Becky and Sarah Woods both on the court, as well as Fanula Toner. So they'll be looking to 3 pacey players coming back in now, probably looking to run a fast break or 2 on Liffey Celtics, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they probably feel they have the strength over the guards here, maybe. With Circa wouldn't be the fastest of guards. And Erin, who's recovering too from an ACL tear, so only back playing. So nice. They may feel they have them, but it's a good score there from Erin.
Liffey Celtics have started to open up a little bit of a gap on the scoreboard. I know we are still only 7 minutes gone in the first quarter, but there's a little bit of breathing space after being opened up there. We have a foul there, and we're going on to the free throw line with Sarah Fairbanks.
Yeah, Mark Ingle, that is for DCU, has made some early changes, took Sarah Woods out of the lineup sooner than probably normally expected, and got some of the younger girls in there, but that may have benefits down the road. He probably is looking at this as a 40-minute game. It's not going to be won in this half. I expect us to be down the stretch with these two teams, so he's playing the long game.
Yeah, and as we were saying already, 2 experienced coaches on the sideline, so it'll be interesting if this game comes down to the wire, what decisions are going to be made on that sideline. Oh, another interception by Aoife McDermott. She is doing well today so far. She just missed that commentator's curse on her there, I think. But
I think so. She was on the path there for a layup, and she just seemed to kind of lose control, but just before the ball went up there. So Liffey gets away there with a poor entry pass that was easily picked off by Aoife.
so back in after the timeout there. Liffey Celtics leading 16-9 with 2:45 left to play in this quarter. And it's a Liffey Celtics ball. Bring it up the court with Sorka. Becky Woods is taking over, marking Sorka there on the top. Jasmine trying to sneak her way through there, but stopped there by good defense. Aoife McDermott and Sarah Fairbanks coming together to block that passageway. And it's Liffey Celtics once more who will be looking to bring the ball in. Jasmine, a great option there. She's so athletic at the top of the key to be able to pull the ball out of the air, and no, they just can't get that shot off, and we're up the court now with Becky Woods. Hula Toner over to Aoife McDermott and inside to Sarah Fairbanks. She could do that all day really, Suzanne, couldn't she?
Well, that's the difference there in those two plays. I think Anya again stepped a little bit too far outside the key, and it created a harder shot for her, where Sarah understands her positioning around the basket really well and was able to turn quite easily for an easy 2. And again, those small things are going to matter with these two teams, and how easy or how hard you have to work for your scores. So I think now DCU fancy this lineup here now to be able to pull that 5-point deficit back before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, and it's Anna Pupin here taking it to the free throw line. That's one in. And she misses the second. Becky Woods again over to Sarah. And down the baseline. She's broken the baseline there, so we're going to be Liffey Celtics ball.
No, it was a foul call, I think. Foul call, yeah.
Sub in here again for Liffey Celtics, and number 13, Emma O'Connor, coming in for Anna Pupin.
It'd be good to see, just to see now if Emma's arm is okay, because I said she was gone there for the last 4 or 5 minutes, so they will need her to be back on form.
Yeah, hopefully now it's intercepted there. Nula, no, and she can't get it up. Sork Tiernan looking ahead up the court. They slow it down a bit once more to set it up.
Great pass.
And inside, great pass. Unlucky now not to finish that. Becky Woods for DCU. A lot of movement going on around there for DCU. Fionnuala Toner inside and out to Sarah Woods. Oh, nice score.
And that's what Sarah does. Of all the players out there, she, for them, is probably the only perimeter and three-point shooter. I'm surprised Liffey came so far off her.
Yeah, you can't afford to leave Sarah open on those shots at all. Sork turning it down to Jasmine Boone. Oh, nice score there from Jasmine under pressure as well.
Great play again by Jasmine. She's just so effective offensively. She understands, controls her body really well, reads the defense, and is a great finisher around the basket. So, great play by her.
And Rachel Housdens is coming in there for Aoife McDermott, another young star in that DCU underage setup.
Yeah, she is. DCU quite young out there right now, with the exception of Sarah Woods and Sarah Fairbanks, I think, like from an experience perspective.
A lot of pace on the court though, and it's Sarah Woods now with the ball inside Sarah Fairbanks. It's a foul.
And Jasmine tried to take it over there, read the play quite well, trying to get her body over, but still moving. As Sarah came down the key, so call for the blocking foul there.
Hard to defend against Sarah Fairbanks when she's driving through like that, I'd imagine.
I mean, she's got good size, under control. She can shoot the basketball, so you have to play her many different ways. And as we can see there, she's been quite effective around the basket. So, yeah, I wouldn't want her coming at me, that's for sure.
Well, she is on the free throw line now, so let's see if she can add more to their scoreline. Just one in anyway, to make it 19-15 in favour of Liffey Celtics. And she does the double, both in. So moving back up the court, Zork turning there, looking inside to Anya O'Connor and into Emma O'Connor, jump ball. She looks to be holding that arm a little bit again.
Yeah, DCU just, again, read the cut down the key, got their hands in there. She does seem to be grimacing a little bit with that. Oh, great steal by Jasmine.
Great steal, well done. Running down 9 seconds to go here now. Sarah Woods coming back up the court. Trying to close that. And it does not do so. Ends 21-16 in favour of Liffey Celtics. And welcome back here to Neptune Stadium, where we are in the second quarter of the Hula Hoops Women's National Cup semi-final clash between Courtyard Liffey Celtics and DCU Mercy. Liffey Celtics having the better of the opening exchanges, finishing the first quarter 21-16 to the good. And it's Jasmine Boone getting the action underway here.
Who has really been the difference? I mean, Jasmine must have probably 8 or 10 of those points for Liffey Celtics, both on her offense, on her defense too. So she's been quite effective, and that's where DCU are going to have to kind of shut her down.
Yeah. And a good score there from Emma O'Connor as well. With good play inside. We're back down the other end now with Becky Woods. Passing through to Sarah Fairbanks, out to Sarah Woods. Again, open shot there, striving through now. Oh, there is Jasmine Style, as you were just mentioning. And a fantastic pass and a great score there by Anya O'Connor. She can just read the game so well, Jasmine.
She does. She gets her hand in the passing lane. You can see Liffey have moved there into his own defense a little bit, trying to cut off and pack in behind, where we know DCU have been quite effective inside, really. So they're trying to pack in there now behind and force them to shoot the ball a little bit.
And she is there under the basket and the rebounds, but stolen back by Sarah Fairbanks. And what a good score that was for DCU. 25-18 to Liffey Celtics. Of course, these two sides are no strangers to each other. They only played quite recently in the Women's Super League, just before the Christmas break. It was on a dark Wednesday evening in December out in DCU, and DCU came out the better of that side, of those exchanges rather. But Courtyard Liffey Celtics definitely look like they fancy turning that result around tonight.
Yeah, I think I understand from that particular encounter, Liffey Celtics were lacking or were missing some of their point guards, so I think it forced Jasmine to come onto the point a little bit, and you can see how effective offensively she is. They need her to be a scorer, and that may have been a slight difference in that particular game. Like I said, wet Wednesdays over in DCU, you have to fancy the home team.
Most definitely. And speaking of the home team, Aoife Maguire has just come in there for DCU. And it's Becky Woods bringing the ball back up the court now. Over to Maguire, down to Sarah Woods. She's looking for Sarah Fairbanks, across to Maguire again. And to Housdens. Sarah Fairbanks, good hands from Jasmine Boone. Not good enough now. Fairbanks managed to keep it, but Housdens is there. No, O'Connor is there to take that rebound. Celtics coming back up the court with Karen Mealy back on the point there for them as well. Jasmine coming out. Karen Mealy again over to O'Connor. Jasmine running around the baseline, keeping that ball there, and just lets that one go off target. And we have Alva O'Connor onto the court for Liffey Celtics. Woods again looking to set something up here for DCU Mercy. Out to Maguire, out to Sarah Woods, over to Becky, inside to Sarah Fairbanks, and Housdens into Maguire. Fairbanks moving it pretty well here, DCU. Becky Woods, Jasmine once more, just waiting there for that rebound. Oh, and a nice score there from Emma O'Connor as well.
Yeah, the zone defense is really suiting Liffey Celtics. I mean, they're forcing non-shooters out there to kind of shoot the basketball from distance, and being able to run off that. Whereas DCU don't really have a natural penetrator there to get stuck in behind that zone. There's a good pass there now to Rachel, but just not finishing around the basket.
No. Jasmine again, back out to Mealy. Mealy over to O'Connor. Alva O'Connor, that is. And a travel call there against Anya O'Connor. And changes once more again for DCU. We have got Jasmine Mouton back in the game and Brona Power Cassidy back on the court as well. So Jasmine coming in to take over that point guard role at the top, and we've substitution coming in here for Liffey Celtics as well. Erin Bracken coming onto the court there. It's an interesting setup there for DCU. They seem to be overloading. Inside, Sarah Woods now on the ball. Out to Rutan, Fairbanks, over to Brona Power Cassidy. Fairbanks, oh, nice pass. Inside now. Doesn't come off, unfortunately. So back out to Courtyard Liffey Celtics ball, and it's a timeout has been called. Back in after the timeout there. Liffey Celtics now with a 10-point lead, 28-18. What do you think is the difference? I know Jasmine, as you mentioned already, has been quite influential in there, but is there any other area we should be looking to on the court, Suzanne, that's showing the difference?
You know, I think Liffey have done well defensively. They got the matchups right in the man-to-man setting, and then their zone has been quite effective. DCU will feel they've left a few points out there, some silly mistakes, some missed layup. So it's 10 points on the board. Probably isn't that, but doesn't matter what we think it is. It's only what's on the board that really matters. So I think DCU are going to have to get a bit more confident and a bit more composed around the basket.
Yeah, well, it's back in the hands of Jasmine Boone here at the top of the key for Liffey Celtics. She's looked across to Bracken, and that is a nice three-pointer. Great shot from Karen Mealy there.
Yeah, I think Liffey must be 3 for 3 or 3 for 4 from three-point lines. That's excellent shooting.
Big game for Liffey Celtics, of course, as well. At this level, Hula Hoops National Cup semi-final, DCU would have a lot of cup experience as well, but a big game for Liffey Celtics.
No, it is. I mean, I played there for 2 years, and you know, our first year there, like, you know, really were able to move the team up the table. This year they're sitting second, I think, in the league. They're in the semi-final position here with a very good chance of getting to their first final. So it's looking well for Liffey Celtics.
Well, DCU, as we know from the Hula Hoops quarter-final clash with Priorville Colester over in the IWA in Clontarf, are certainly no strangers to coming back from a deficit. They were down at half-time in that, and down well at half-time, Stan, in that game. And Mark Ingle and all the DCU players certainly kept a cool head and came back and won it by 4 in the end. So you can never write them off too early.
No, and that's where it comes from. You have players who have experience there, and I think the difference a little bit is going to be those underage players. And there's Aoife Maguire with her second basket in a row there. That kind of stuff is going to be good for DCU, helping to rack up the points.
Definitely. Not much in it now. 31-22. There's DCU ball. And it's Sarah Fairbanks going to inbound this ball here. Out to Jasmine Wooton, who is going to bring it back up the court now and try and set DCU up once more. Over to Clara Cassidy, inside to Fairbanks. Foul there on Fairbanks.
Great patience by Sarah, which is what you need against the zone. You kind of need to be able to catch the ball in that high post, in that low post, and just take a second to see what how the zone reacts to cuts or how it reacts to you, which she saw there. Saoirse Power Cassidy took a baseline cut, which brought the defense back. She watched that and then stepped in for her shot and caught the foul there. So excellent play there from Sarah.
And Anna Coupin back in for Courtyard Liffey Celtics there. And it's Fairbanks on the free throw line for DCU. Missed the first one. And missed the second one. Sarah Woods is there to rebound. Can't just pull it off. And it's gone over the baseline for a DCU ball. We're looking at a timeout again. 4 minutes to play. And we're back here again in Neptune Stadium just after the timeout. We're in the second quarter. And DCU Mercy just coming back onto the court there. It's going to be their ball under their own basket. Sarah Woods is going to be setting up. And it's out to Wooton. And she has not managed to get that one in.
No, hasn't quite found her range in the game so far. I think Mark's going to be demanding a bit more of her in the second half. She hasn't quite stepped up to the plate yet.
Oh,
as I say that,
as
though,
you say it, yeah. Good score there from her. Good steal and
good defensive play there.
Yeah. Karen Mealy bringing the ball back up. Anna Poopin out to O'Connor, to Mealy. Good score. That was a pretty open shot for her there to finish off there.
Yeah, again, a very easy offensive board for Alva. Nobody within 3 or 4 feet of her. She just picked it off the rim and put it back in, easy too.
So Woods inside to Fairbanks. That one didn't fall for her now, so it's back in Liffey Celtics end of the court. And Mealy setting things up once more. Over to Bracken, to O'Connor. O'Connor looking for options. Inside again to Poopin. She's fouled there on the baseline.
Yeah, I think we were just saying there during the last time out that this game lacks a bit of bite of a National Cup semi-final. I was expecting a little bit more physical play, a few more elbows, a few more tough hits like that, which you would expect in a National Cup. So maybe the second half will have something in store for us too.
Seeing as you've played in a number of these big games yourself, is it hard to be coming out in front of a crowd like this down in Neptune Stadium with a lot at stake, really? You know, a place in the Hula Hoops National Cup final in the arena in Tala. It must be quite daunting. There's a lot of young players on the court, as you said, who may be coming into this kind of game for the first time.
Absolutely. I mean, the National Cup, everyone loves the Cup weekend. What you try to say to a player as a coach is go out and enjoy it, because these are the games that you play for and the games you want to be playing. So, and then once you're out there, really it's kind of staying in the moment again.
Oh, nice score there from Brona Power Cassidy. Just as I said, young ones might be nervous. She showed absolutely no nerves whatsoever sinking that shot.
Yeah, I think it was something that Coach Ingle did say in his release, that the underage players had been quite effective for DCU lately. I mean, you can see it today with Brona Power Cassidy, with Aoife Maguire.
And at the other end, Jasmine Boone responded almost immediately, and we're back in the hands
great
of.
pass.
Oh, what a ball! Well picked out there. And Jasmine is back. O'Connor. Jasmine Boone. Fantastic score again there from Boone. Every time I think that DCU are starting to close the gap, Jasmine goes down the other end of the court and pulls the scores right back for Liffey Celtics. Aoife McDermott inside again, driving through. And it's a foul.
Yeah, so the referee's called a hooking foul there, where the offensive player hooks around the defense, which is not allowed. It was well spotted by the referee there.
And Rachel Housden's back in for DCU, with Fairbanks, I think, going off the court there. And Sorka Tiernan to O'Connor, over to Poopin. O'Connor once more, round to Sorka Tiernan. Jasmine into Poopin. That was a nice move, if she can finish it. No, Jasmine Mouton has it for DCU, and they're running back up the court. Sarah Woods just manages to keep that in. Housden's inside to McDermott, back to Housden's, and she's called for a travel. And it's a Liffey Celtics ball once more.
Now, Anna Poopin is getting some good position there for Liffey Celtics, but 2 or 3 now she's missed. So she needs to be a bit more composed around the basket.
And the clock is ticking down here in the second quarter as Liffey Celtics try to come back in again with Sorka Tiernan. Straight through for a layup.
Yeah, maybe it is. I've just been noticing here, looking at the defense, even on both sides, but mainly on DCU side. I mean, they're allowing the ball be passed around with a lot of ease by Liffey Celtics. And then again, behind that front row of defense, there's absolutely no help there. And Sorka found the way all the way to the basket.
Sarah Woods responds in style with a lovely jump shot.
Yeah, it's characteristic Sarah Woods there. A nice little fake, take it inside. That's her game, that's her shot.
Erin Bracken trying to find Jasmine Boone.
Yeah, it was a great idea. I think Jasmine just jumped a little bit too early for the ball.
And Aoife McDermott bringing it in now for DCU as they run the clock down towards half time. Sarah Woods, can she pull it off? Oh, fabulous, just before the buzzer. Fantastic shot there to make it a 9-point game at the break. Welcome back here to Neptune Stadium, where quarter 3 is just getting underway in the second Women's Hula Hoops National Cup semi-final, where Courtyard Liffey Celtics are leading DCU Mercy by 9 points. I'm joined here by Suzanne Maguire. Suzanne, how do you think the game is going so far?
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it at half-time, I was thinking, like, from the way that they're playing, I would think that Mark Ingle might be okay with the game. His team haven't really been playing particularly well, haven't been finishing well. A little bit caught out on defensively too, where I think Liffey Celtics have played quite well. And maybe 9 points is not a representation of how well they have played. So between the two coaches, I think Mark Ingle should be the happier. But obviously with 9 points up, Liffey Celtics have done a really good job.
Yeah, and Yasmin Boone just missing one there. Sarah Fairbanks happy to take the rebound and set up for DCU Mercy with Jasmine Wooton into Sarah Woods, into Aoife McDermott. And she does not get that one in. So it's back in the hands of Karen Mealy for Courtyard Liffey Celtics. She's coming back up the court. Crossed there to Anya O'Connor. Anya over to Emma O'Connor. Back to Karen Mealy. Karen Mealy twists and turns and weaves her way inside, but it just doesn't go in. But there for the rebound. And she is fouled going up to the basket is Anya O'Connor, so she'll be heading to the free throw line.
I think for women's Super League, I mean, that's too soft of a basket to be given up. I think we saw it in the first half too, where just sitting behind that DCU defense, there was wide open spaces. We saw it at the other end of the floor down there, where Eva went to the basket uninterrupted, but missed the layup. So really expect a little bit of harder play from these teams now to shut down those easy baskets and make teams work for it.
Yeah, well, DCU coming back up the court, out to Brona Paracassi. She looks inside, finds Aoife McDermott. And there's a foul called there against Alva O'Connor. And it's a DCU ball.
Liffey sticking with their zone defense. They have quite some height out there now. They have, you know, three players at around 6 foot, plus Jasmine, who plays like a 6 foot player or so.
And just as you say it, Jasmine Wooton sneaks in past that height and sinks a basket. And they're responding, looking to respond at the other end, but Aoife McDermott's there to catch that ball. She drives up the court to Brona Paracasti, who looks inside Sarah Fairbanks. Can she get through? Foul called. But yeah, as you said, some good height there for Courtyard Liffey Celtics to maybe strengthen up their zone there a bit.
Yeah, it's the right tactic, I feel. I mean, we haven't seen DCU particularly shoot the ball well, so when you're packing it in there, it's the right thing to do. But Aoife and Sarah are just receiving the ball far too easily, mid-post and high post with no denial there. So we expect Courtyard Liffey Celtics to tighten up that entry pass into the post and make DCU shoot from it.
Sarah Fairbanks good for the 2 free throws there. And Karen Mealy once more into Yasmin Boone, to O'Connor. And Boone is looking to cut through. And she's called again, so it's a DCU ball. And Aoife McDermott will be getting play underway once more for DCU into Wooton. Fairbanks.
That's just too easy. It's far too easy for Sarah Fairbanks to have an open 12-foot shot.
And she's not somebody you want to be giving an open shot to. I know she didn't make that one there, but she's usually their top or one of their top scorers in every game.
Absolutely. I mean, like it's you want to force the non-shooters to shoot the basketball, but I don't think you can give someone with Sarah's experience that easy a shot.
Emma O'Connor at the other end, netting the ball to put 10 points back between the sides again. But it's Aoife McDermott now who is taking the ball at the free throw line after a foul there. McDermott, of course, another one of those stalwarts there, very experienced player for DCU. And she misses that second one as well, so it's back to Mealy. Oh, she didn't pull off that pass, so it's a DCU ball. Again, is this the kind of pace that you were expecting from this game, Suzanne?
No, I would have expected DCU to come and play a little bit a faster pace, certainly against the Liffey Celtics guards. I would have thought that they would have fancied the pace and the experience there to go after the ball a little bit and create some turnovers and easy baskets. But they kind of step back a little bit and let Liffey come at them, which hasn't really worked for them. So no, it's quite a it's quite a lackadaisical kind of pace.
Yeah. Quite sedate, really.
It is really,
yeah.
you know.
And that's Aoife McDermott getting fouled there. She netted that shot there for 2 points to make it 45-37, and she'll be taking the free throw line again. And it's in. It's in for Aoife McDermott. So the score is slowly creeping back. Jasmine Boone inside to Emma O'Connor. Over to O'Connor and foul called. Foul called, and it's a DCU ball. And it's a timeout. So we're in quarter 3 here in Neptune Stadium, just waiting for the teams to come back on the court from a timeout.
Yeah, so the last play there, Anya comes down the middle of the floor. Again, it's not something that I particularly like and tried to coach certainly younger players to play off 2 feet in the key. And then, you know, picked up her 4th foul, which Anya for me was going to be a big player for Courtyard Liffey Celtics. They'll have to do without her now until the 4th quarter.
Now, as I said, it's going to be things like that that may prove to be the difference at the end of this game. Aoife McDermott fancies her chances from there, but it just doesn't come off for her. Karen Mealy up to Yasmin Boone. Oh, good hands there. No, but it's back in to O'Connor. And Fairbanks into Woods. Just not coming off. McDermott back out to Woods. She's going for the 3.
Yeah, you don't want to give Sarah that
No.
shot. You can see plenty of time to set her feet and get it up there. On the offensive end of the floor here, I see Sarah Woods has been guarding Jasmine. Now, Jasmine will be physically much stronger than Sarah. I'm surprised they haven't tried to go against this a little bit better and put Jasmine in the post against Sarah Woods.
An interesting matchup indeed. And Karen Mealy, a lovely shot there from her, just as the scoreboard was starting to creep back up for DCU Mercy.
Yeah, what a great shot by Karen. She stepped up from the Division 1 Liffey Celtics team where she played last season onto the women's team, and really has made a good account of herself today. I think it's probably her second or third shot that she's hit down, and looks very confident out there on the ball, which is a bonus for Liffey Celtics.
And that is Aoife Maguire coming back onto the court there for DCU, replacing Aoife McDermott. As they bring the ball back up, Sarah Woods was just having a little power chat with Sarah Fairbanks and Brona Power Cassidy there, just before the ball came back up the court. Discussing tactics, no doubt. Rutan is in. And there's just 4 between the sides once more. Liffey Celtics holding that advantage, 4-point advantage. Jasmine Boone over to O'Connor. Emma O'Connor, that is. And she takes the shot. Oh, Rutan is in there, ready to rebound. She up the court to Maguire. Back to Rutan, to Woods. Again, Sarah Woods is being left quite open there for those shots, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams now have kind of found their range from the 3-point line. Sarah hit 1, Jasmine Wooten hit 1 there. Then we had Karen coming down the other end hitting it. I still think that the Liffey Celtics defense is far too, it's sitting back far too much and giving them too many options there. And again, this matchup on the offensive end, I mean, with Jasmine hasn't been effective this quarter at all. And Liffey Celtics are going to have to figure that one out for the fourth quarter if they're going to win this game.
Yeah. Foul called there. It's going to be a Liffey Celtics ball.
And again, you have young Brona Power Cassidy matched up there against Emma O'Connor, and doing a fantastic job on her. So again, DCU I think will be the happier of the two teams as it currently stands.
Yeah. And Jasmine, who's really been the spark of that Liffey Celtics offense, in again there for 2. And Fairbanks misses just inside there for DCU. And it's back with Anna Pupin. Over to Mealy. To Boone. Inside to O'Connor. That's a foul there. Sarah Woods foul there on O'Connor. She'll be taking to the free throw line.
Big strong move there by Emma, and that's, I mean, you know, from playing with Liffey Celtics and seeing the height that they have out there and who they can put on the floor, that's where you need to go. I mean, you have to force teams to play defense underneath the basket and look to draw fouls. It was a great move by Emma. She was strong, turned strong into that one, went up and got the foul off Sarah Woods.
So 2 changes there for Liffey Celtics. Sorka Tiernan's come back in there for Karen Mealy, and Erin Bracken is back on the court as well. Just as Emma O'Connor sinks that first free throw. And she's made it 2 from 2. So Tawn again here, trying to weave past Sorka Tiernan to Maguire, to Woods, inside for that jump shot. Doesn't come off for her this time, but it comes off a Liffey Celtics player under the basket, so it's going to be a DCU ball.
Tough shot there from Sarah. She turned that corner. She was slightly leading to the right-hand side when the ball went up, and it never looked like it was going in.
And
good defense there.
Good defense, yeah. Sorka over to Bracken. Back to Sorka Tiernan, to Boone. And just fell short there of the net.
Jasmine has range. I think we saw her hit 1 in the first half, but she's put a lot of minutes in today, so maybe the legs didn't quite carry that ball as far as she wanted that particular time. We leave her off.
Yeah. And it's Fairbanks again.
Oh, lovely move.
Oh, fantastic.
Again, still don't understand why Liffey Celtics are leading top of that key wide open for somebody with her experience to move like that around there. It's just far too easy.
She danced through that there now, in for a lovely basket. So Sorka Tiernan trying her shot there. Back out to Tiernan, over to Bracken. She's going for 3 and she makes it. Fantastic score.
Yeah, lovely shot by Erin, who has that range, has that shot. Nice to see her get on the scoreboard.
And it's back to a 9-point game. Liffey Celtics holding the advantage there. 55-46. Just as Brona Power Cassidy nets 2 points for DCU. And there's a bit of a kick coming into this game now.
There is, I mean, like in fairness, like Brona was left wide open on the baseline there. Emma, for some reason, had been drawn into the middle of the floor, and there was no one within 8 feet of her, so she took her time. And fair play to the young player, she put that in easily.
She did well there to get a hand on that ball, Emma O'Connor.
So the referee is blown there for a push on Brona Power Cassidy as Emma was making that cut through the key. I wasn't looking, so I can't confirm or deny the call. The officials have done very well actually in the game, in fairness to them. They've been quite anonymous and let the girls play for the most part, so it's been a really good job with them. Credit where credit's due, I say.
Indeed. And speaking of which, we have Emma O'Connor now coming back on to the free throw line for Liffey Celtics, and she'll be hoping to widen that gap out a little bit more.
Yeah, as with any team, I mean, like you're hovering at about 7 or 8 points now for the last while. Knowing that you're a dominant team, you do want to extend that. You do want the psychology of having a double-digit, lead going into the last quarter. And the way it stands right now, I mean, it's up to DCU to narrow that one, which would be great for the spectator, but for the player. I know for being on a team like that, I want to be up by 10 plus.
And back here in Neptune Stadium with 1:34 on the clock in the third quarter of the Hula Hoops Women's National Cup semi-final clash between Courtyard Liffey Celtics and DCU Mercy. And it's DCU in possession here with Jasmine Wooton coming up the court. Over to Megan Connolly. And inside, back out to Sarah Woods. And she's, nicely taken inside there by Fanula Toner.
Yeah, Fanula made the first move there, drove baseline, knew exactly where Sarah was going to be, popped for the ball. Sarah left it a little bit short, but Fanula was already there after the pass, so picked up the easy 2.
Just as at the other end, Erin Bracken tries to drive through there, but gets fouled inside, and she'll be going to the free throw line now for 2.
Nice play against Erin there. I think she fancied her chance against the slightly younger Megan Connolly, who just back on the floor there and took her to the basket and was able to draw the foul.
And she's netted one of those. Put 6 between the sides. And it's a DCU ball now. Jasmine Wooton over to Toner, to Sarah Woods, back to Wooton, and inside there, Toner has it again. Sarah Woods was waving for it over on that far side, and just goes for that jump shot. It's just a little bit short. And a foul has been called inside there. So two shots there, 2 free throws rather, for Sarah Fairbanks. She's going to the free throw line.
Shot clock is running down. I think Sarah Woods recognised that and put the shot up, and then again, in fairness to Sarah, she was knocking around inside there, picked up the loose ball, and created the opportunity to score 2, which again now narrows the lead now for Liffey Celtics just to 5, and now 4.
Well, we're well inside the last minute now of the third quarter, and as you said, the gap is down to 4, so it's well and truly game on now for the fourth quarter. As Bracken looks for a 3, and Boone inside.
Great offensive rebound by Jasmine. She went after the ball there. Now 20 seconds to go. You're just playing for a little bit of a psychological edge to see who can get the final score, who can make the final big play to give their team momentum heading into the fourth quarter. And that's going to be it. Nice play.
Lovely play.
Nice play.
A lovely pass in there by Tiernan to Emma O'Connor, who finished with style, and Jasmine Boone steal. Just as you mentioned, psychological warfare there. That seems to have done the job nicely. 60-52 going into the last. And you're welcome back here to quarter 4 in the Hula Hoops Women's National Cup semi-final, where Courtyard Liffey Celtics are leading the way 60 points to 52 against DCU Mercy. The winners of this game, of course, going on to the National Basketball Arena in Tala and the Hula Hoops National Cup finals, where they will be meeting reigning cup champions Ambassador UCC Glanmire. But back to this game, and Sarah Fairbanks is looking inside there to get the ball, but Erin Bracken has just stole it, passed on to Jasmine Boone, who's out to Karen Mealy, who lovely move inside there to get those 2 points.
Karen's had a really nice game today. I mean, she's been given the responsibility on the point guard position against very good guard defenders out there. She's contributed probably 8-10 points to her team. She's handled the ball, she ran the team. Really, really strong performance from her, and that's probably one of the reasons why we're seeing Liffey Celtics with that lead now, as well as the fact that I think DCU probably left 10 points under the basket there with some easy misses. But Good performance by Karen. Nice to see that from a young player.
Yeah, definitely. She's been keeping a cool head at the top of the point and has been shooting quite nicely as well for Liffey Celtics as they swing the ball back around to her here once more. And she's drove through there now. She didn't manage to get that one to drop for her. But they've called a jump ball here and it's going to be possession DCU. Possession DCU, and Sarah Fairbanks is going to be inbounding that ball to Wooton. With 8 minutes to close that 10-point gap, DCU will be trying everything they can now to book their spot in that final. As Wooton puts up a shot, she's got her own rebound, moved nicely inside and has had a foul called.
That's one of the difficult things to do from a zone defense, and it's understood that it's difficult to box out or to find a person. You certainly need to have your head focused in on that one. And I think we've seen Liffey giving up some easy baskets or some easy points around there from allowing DCU get some offensive rebounds. So again, these small things might creep in as we enter the latter stages of this game.
And Jasmine sinking the first of those free throws, and she makes it 2. Makes it 2. And it's Mealy back again. Oh, Sarah Woods could read that and went for the jump shot again. Wooton manages to win it back there. Woods again. Into Fairbanks. Over to Toner, and Toner finishes off.
This is the kind of pace I expected from DCU. Probably a little bit earlier in the game, but they're certainly going after it now a little bit to create some momentum for them.
Alva O'Connor couldn't find her way through there, so she's recycled back out to Mealy. Boone. Oh. Called for travelling.
Good call there by the official. She did move that pivot foot.
And we're swinging back up to the DCU offense with Wooton at the point. She looks inside Fanula Toner, who tried to drive but was blocked there by 3, and Erin Bracken is coming up the court and has a foul. Megan Connolly, a foul on Megan Connolly there. So it's a Liffey Celtics ball. Just as Anya O'Connor enters the fray there for Liffey Celtics.
Just giving Emma O'Connor, I think, a few minutes there. Anya is playing with 4 fouls, so needs to watch herself for the next 2 or 3 minutes.
Foul call there for a push. And it's the Liffey Celtics ball once more. Jasmine Boone inbounding the ball there into Erin Bracken. Erin Bracken calling for a bit of movement inside as she passes off to Anya O'Connor. To Alva, out to Mealy. There we go.
When those shots go in, sometimes you think it's your day.
Yeah, well.
Kissed it off the backboard there. And that's what happens like in these sort of gyms on these sort of days. You put a shot up with a shot clock running out and it finds its way off the glass.
Cup basketball is always a different sort of animal, really, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, that was fantastic there from Mealy again now. She's really proving instrumental there, as you said, for Celtics. Called for travelling there against Erin Bracken. And Brona Power Cassidy comes back into the game there for DCU, replacing Megan Connolly, and it's a DCU ball here once more. Wooton over to Woods. Oh, well read there by Anya O'Connor, and she drives and manages to finish the layup in style.
Yeah, Anya jumped into the lane there. Great defensive play.
And helping, of course, to keep that all-important scoreboard ticking over. DCU ball there. Just over 6 minutes left to play in quarter 4 in this Hula Hoops Women's National Cup semi-final. Houghton inbounds it to Fairbanks. Fairbanks right around, but just doesn't manage. The shot just doesn't manage to fall for her. Oh. I think they just caught each other there.
Fanula is very aggressive and reads the game particularly well. I think she fancied herself for that one, but I think maybe caught Anya in the eye on that one, and the foul called. Interesting now, I think DCU will be heading into team foul trouble relatively soon, which with 6:23 to go could be a factor again down the stretch.
And just as we're watching there, Aoife McDermott has checked herself back into the game for Sarah Fairbanks. Just as they're just getting a little bit of attention there for Anya O'Connor.
I think she needs to make sure there's no blood showing. The referee just checking that to make sure that she's clear to play on.
Might have been a bang to the nose kind of area, seems to be. And it's a Liffey Celtics ball. She's battle hard now to keep possession there, under pressure. Oh, but she's giving it away. Brona Paracasti gratefully plucking that ball out of the air, but it's been a turnover there with fantastic defense there from Anya O'Connor. Karen Mealy now in possession. Oh, what a lovely pass through. Can she keep her hands on it? She can. Lovely move there.
The sequence of play there. Anya turned the ball over, but marched back on defense there, created the turnover, and then put it in Jasmine Boone's hands, and it's going to be a 2 points.
They're definitely safe hands to be putting it in, all right. And Aoife McDermott at the other end. A lovely twist and score from Aoife McDermott. 11 points is the difference here in Neptune Stadium in County Cork. Houghton looked for that one. Sarah Woods gets the rebound. Back to Houghton, inside to McDermott. And that's 2 great baskets now for McDermott. She's doing the job she was put on to do there, Suzanne.
Timeout, Green.
Back here in quarter 4 with nearly at the midway stage of the quarter. Courtyard Liffey Celtics still leading the way 69-60 in this Women's National Cup semi-final. And just crossing over the line here, Erin Bracken in possession for Liffey Celtics. Passes it down to Alva O'Connor, who's under pressure, but Karen Mealy is there to help her out. She puts it inside for Emma O'Connor, who's back on the court. And Bracken trying to beat the shot clock. And over to Anya O'Connor. Just falls short. And Brona Paracasti Oof. Rona Paracasti and Aoife McDermott between the two of them.
So Arnie has picked up her 5th foul there, which again, Laxa, Arnie should know a little better than that. She had a difficult shot to take. It missed, and then she went after an offensive rebound, which she clearly wasn't winning, and that kind of puts a bit more pressure now on Liffey Celtics with her coming out. But
yeah, and Jasmine Boone checking back in, as is Sorka Tiernan, who's coming in for Erin Bracken. So as you said, a little bit more pressure on Liffey Celtics. So one of their options are now officially closed, and Jasmine Wooton is back up the court for DCU. Sarah Woods manages to pick up the stray ball there, and Jasmine Boone does what she does so well. Again, I need to stop talking nicely about these people because I just seem to curse them every time. Wooton goes up for the 2 but misses, and it's back in the hands of Liffey Celtics. Karen Mealy staying on the court there with Sorka Tiernan. They've been subbing in for each other throughout most of the game. So Wooton tries to find Sarah Woods.
I think Liffey Celtics need to realise that, they have the 9-point advantage, so they need to be getting a good shot every offense down the floor. Really need to be taking care of the basketball. They got a good look down there. Alba probably should have put that one away, but again, transition defense. You don't want Sarah Woods running in some layups down there. So bit of composure now from Liffey Celtics. It's not a familiar scenario for them. So
yeah, and they have 4 minutes to keep that composure now, as we are ticking in to the latter stages of this 4th quarter. Karen Mealy once more setting things up for them. Over to Tiernan, over to Jasmine Boone, who's looking around her, looking for options, but takes it on herself and draws the foul.
And that's a good option. Sarah Woods is a quick and nippy guard, but Jasmine has that physical strength over her, so takes it very well to the basket, 1v1. I think Jasmine being quite the difference today. I think of all of the scholars that we have playing out there today, the victory scholars, and Jasmine really has proven her worth as she's definitely one of the top players in the country.
Definitely, and she's been the standout for Liffey Celtics today. But it's back to DCU. It's not over yet. Aoife McDermott now with the ball out to Sarah Woods, who's going for 3. Doesn't fall for her though. Sarah Fairbanks happy to get the rebound and does so with style. She nets 2 for them. And it's back once more to a 9-point game as Karen Mealy brings the ball up the court. Sorka Tiernan now taking over the point, looking for options. Jasmine Boone's calling for it. She has it. Out to O'Connor, to Boone. Oh, nicely inside there. Can she finish it? Poopin. No, up against Aoife McDermott there on the rebound.
Yeah, I think Jasmine needs to be a little bit more selfish there. She's the one with 20 or so points on the board, so I think she needs to be the one who takes that responsibility and puts the ball in the basket for Liffey.
Yeah, and she's on good form this evening as well, so I don't think anybody would begrudge her going straight through and netting another 2. But in the meantime, it is a DCU ball, and we've Wooton back into the game for DCU as Sarah Woods puts the ball into Sarah Fairbanks, who drives and gives it back out to Sarah Woods, who's made the run around the key to out to the 3-point line. Fairbanks into Wooton, who fancied that shot there, but it doesn't come off. Yeah, short. These are the type of scores DCU need to be converting really at this stage, Suzanne, isn't it?
Yeah, they just really haven't had their outside game going. There was periods, I think, throughout where they hit 1 or 2, but really, for the types of players that they have, we haven't really seen the offensive prowess of Sarah Woods today. But in fairness to Liffey Celtics, they've done a great job in curtailing her points. And outside of Jasmine Wooten, they don't really have any other natural outside shooters. Sarah Fairbanks has been, dominant inside. But I think when you look at Liffey Celtics, they've gotten more out of their players. We talked about Karen Amelia stepping up and probably giving 12 points there. Both Emma O'Connor and Jasmine Boone have done their job today. So,
and Anna Pupin netted her first free throw there and has since won possession back. Oh, lovely inside to Jasmine Boone. What a fantastic ball in there from Emma O'Connor.
Just great fight from the girls. They went after that loose ball and won it and kept it alive. And then
a nice score from Sarah Woods there.
Sarah Woods again, as you say it, as we talk about her maybe not being on her offensive game, she goes and puts that 3 down. It's far from over.
Foul call there as the ball went up the court. Sideline ball.
Must be a shooting foul now. Yes, must be. I think it's team fouls now.
Pupin again on the free throw line. It's squeaky bum time for Liffey Celtic supporters here. I can see a few looking through their fingers, daring to dream. As Sarah Woods for Mercy gives it to Uton, inside to Fairbanks. Fairbanks looks around her, she's looking for options, out to Uton again. Screen there from Fairbanks to help her get inside there, and a foul is called.
Timeout, DCU Mercy.
And we're back here with 1:40, just 1:40 on the clock in quarter 4 in the Hula Hoops Women's National Cup semi-final. And a bit of a press on there from DCU, putting pressure on Karen Mealy as she was bringing that ball up the court. And it succeeded. The defense has succeeded as Fanula Toner nets 2 points there. Jasmine Boone out to Tiernan. She's slowing it down again. Slowing it down again after DCU put that little bit of pace, injected a bit of pace into it. Sork Tiernan again. Emma O'Connor. It's good defense there from DCU.
Yeah, they've come out, which is something I would have expected a lot more in the game, and you know, Liffey Celtics handled it and then didn't handle it.
Time out again. timeout there, and 58 seconds on the clock, and we're just waiting for DCU to come back on the court. 75-66. 58 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, but as we all know in basketball, anything can happen in that last minute. Here's Brona Paracasti, puts the ball into Maguire, to Rutan. It's just, oh yeah.
Interesting call there. Circa's reaction to that now, she doesn't feel like she got any of the hand on that one, but it's a call. So we see DCU now going to exchange players, so Fionnuala Toner back in for her defensive ability, I think, to put a lot of pressure. Hopefully after a score or some scores here, but then Aoife Maguire come back in, I think, for her 3-point and size range. Again, because the DCU chasing this lead now.
They may be looking back at some of these shots.
Yeah, I think through the course of the game, DCU look back and say they certainly have left about 12, 15 points around the basket. Jasmine just giving her fellow scholar a punch in the nose, I think. At least they're laughing about it now.
All in good humour, even at this late stage of the game. It's good to see. But we are back to the free throw line at the other end of the court, where Emma O'Connor will be hoping to net. And the first one is good. And the second one is good.
I think while Jasmine had the force to be reckoned with in the first half, I think Emma certainly has set up in the second half of the game. And again, between them, I probably got that 40 points that I felt they needed to get in order for Liffey Celtics to win, with a nice supporting cast from them. On the flip side, I think with DCU, I think Sarah Fairbanks has had a really strong game for them. Some of the underage players, I think, stepped up very well for the minutes they played. But again, when you're looking at Aoife McDermott, when you're looking at Sarah Woods, I don't think they quite got as much offensively out of them as they would have needed to beat this Liffey team, who played quite well today.
And on both sides, as you've mentioned, it's been quite an interesting game, looking at young talent that's coming up in the women's game as well. Both, just as Sorcha Tiernan nets that for Liffey Celtics, but players you've already mentioned, indeed, across both sides. It's been a great showcase of young talent here. A foul there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing within the women's game, and certainly at the Super League level, that the average age, I mean, has come significantly down. I certainly know for me not playing, I brought the average age down considerably. But you can see a lot of the younger players, and it is great to see. I think the women's game is in a transition now where it's moving. We have a lot of younger players coming in behind now and getting minutes, whereas they may not have gotten them in previous years. But that's just a cycle of basketball, and they will mature and the game will rise again.
It's the battle of the free throw lines at this stage of the game, as we're going back for Anna Pupin is now at the other end of the court.
So Anna gave up a layup there and tried to run the clock out, but then she got caught a little bit, so hopefully she can make up those 2 points on the line.
Is that a usual thing to do now, would you in your day have given up the layup, or would you have driven the whole way?
I probably would have dribbled around, like trying to play the clock a little bit. It was the right play for her.
Yeah. Well, Brona Paracasti now at the other end. Oh, fabulous shooting. Lovely score there.
She'll take this too.
And the clock is really rapidly running down here now.
I think we had a DCU player step out of bounds on that particular play, so 10 seconds to go. I think we can call this one.
Yeah, be an interesting affair. Courtyard Liffey Celtics and Ambassador UCC Glanmire, of course, is now the final lineup. An interesting game lies ahead in the National Basketball Arena in Tala. And up next here, thanks so much for watching. Up next here, we've got the second men's semi-finals. So you can tune into that as UCD Marion face off to Pyreball Colester.